Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Davies, for those of you who didn't know. I'm a landscape photographer and I run a business called Photo Vogue Studio, which is based in Frinton-on-Sea in Essex, which is a print shop, art gallery, photo restoration, media conversion, weddings, christenings, all that kind of thing. And today I thought I'd show you my exhibition prints for an upcoming exhibition with Chris Harvey, who's a wonderful sculptor who does some great sculptures in the steampunk style, but also wood and resin sculptures and tables and furniture. Very, very cool stuff. Link in the description below for his Instagram. But I'll show you these. These are printed on my Canon Pro 2000 on fine art canvas. It's a polyester cotton canvas blend. These were both taken in Dedham. And I'm about to frame them along with those 8 other canvases for delivery tomorrow for the exhibition, which starts on Monday. So I thought I'd show you through the canvas making process, and I'm going to do it in one take. Whether I make mess ups or not, it doesn't really matter, as long as I don't ruin the canvas. Then you can see what I do to make canvases. It might give you a hint as to how to make your own. So here we go. I'm going to put you down, and then, as I say, one take wonder. You can fast forward at any time you like. So I'm going to do this canvas here, which is the frosty morning over at Dedham. So I've got a nice clean towel, and I've got my stretcher bars. So this is a 20 by 30 inch canvas. So literally going to push the stretcher bars together. Make sure the corners meet up. The ridge of the stretcher bar going towards the print to keep the print off the frame and to keep the frame from showing through behind the print. You've just got your basic hammer here, excuse the bangs. Just make sure it's all joined up nicely. Get it nice and level. I know this box behind me is straight, so I just literally push it up against the box and make sure the corners are straight. Then a bit of 180 grit sandpaper just to take the corners off. Don't need to be too worried about it, just as though to make sure they're nice and rounded, so no sharp areas push through the canvas. Just give that a knock. Okay, then place the ridge facing down on the canvas there. Turn you around a little bit. Okay, so I print these are 30 by 20 inch canvases. So what I've done is printed them at 30.5 by 20.5 inches, just to give a slight wrap around the edge of the canvas. And then I put an extra 2 inches of a sampled colour within the image further around the border so that we've got a colour wrap going around the edge. The reason I've done that is because I was very careful with the composition. And didn't want anything leaving the frame, so the composition itself takes up the whole frame. So I'm just moving the interior stretcher bars around so that I can just about see the edge of the canvas coming round, and I want to see that on all four sides equally and evenly. Then once I'm happy with that, take my staple gun, pop some fresh staples in there, and then I'm sure there are right and wrong ways to do this, but this is how I've come to do it over the years. And they do stretcher pliers and also canvas stretching kits, but I've actually found it easier and quicker to go round and do it by hand. And also I can feel how much tension I'm putting on the canvas and see any ripples as I do it. I'm not going to put one too close to the edge there. Then once one side's done, spin it round, put one in from the centre, so I push evenly at both ends, one in from the centre, so I pull it quite hard there, which leaves a ripple this side and a ripple that side. Put one in the middle, and then at this edge pull it hard, pulls that ripple out this side, pull it hard that side, pulls the ripple out here, and then again just gradually go along, making sure to pull it tight as we go. Okay, so that's those two sides done, and then we need to do a fold at the both ends, but I will double check this. So we've got a slight wrap round that side, a slight wrap round that side, signature on the front, nothing leaving the frame, so I'm happy with that. So again, pull this corner in, so I've pulled that in there, and I've looped that up and I'm pulling it tight. Hold both, give it a good tug, pop a staple in. So same thing this side, pulling nice and tight. Okay, and then work my way around the bottom of the edge, trying to pull it even and tight. The canvas does have a certain amount of stretch to it. Okay, one at the top either side, and then spin it round. Again, that corner fold there, pull up and across, give it a good tug. Pop that in there, and again, stretch away, keeping it nice and tight as you go. And it should sound, after we're done, similar to a drum. So I haven't done any stretching with stretcher tabs yet, so let's listen to see how it sounds. So you can hear that sounds pretty good. And that's stretched on the front there, stretched over the edge. So now take 4 stretcher tabs, which are these things here. So these slot in to each individual aperture at the base here, but I put 4 in, 1 in each corner, and because I worry about them penetrating through the canvas and pushing out of the edge, I always take the bottom portion off. They probably won't. I've had it before though, so through experience I decide to take that off. So this angle here corresponding to the angle that the stretcher bar is cut, and then just tap it in like that. Again, push that in with your finger like that. I'm keeping my fingers off the canvas itself, canvas front. Okay. So that's all 4 stretcher tabs placed in. Sounds nice and tight like a drum, so let's just tape it up a little bit. Okay, so I've got framing tape here, it's acid free. Run along each length, along there, and then I just cut to suit the stretcher tabs. Some people don't, they just squash it in, but I think it just looks a little bit nicer like that. And after all, I'm hoping that someone will purchase the canvas, so if the presentation is nice, it makes the decision to buy it a little bit easier. So again, just trim into where the stretcher tabs are placed, run it along. Because these are going into exhibition, they will need to hang on the gallery hanging system, which is usually 1 or 2 nylon lengths hanging from a gallery rail. My system is a bit different because I put chains up, because the chains are really modular and really easy to move around. But most galleries have a gallery hanging system. So that's all taped and neat along the edges there, and cut around the stretcher tabs so that they look nice and neat. Got a spider hanging. So now I'm going to put the hanging wire on. Usually I'd use these little crocodile or sawtooth clips, but I'm going to put picture framing wire on, as they're going to be in a gallery system or hung on a gallery system. So because they're all going in the same place, I'm just going to use one measurement, which is the hilt of this screwdriver. So just there, lift it up. So that means I haven't got to do loads of measurements. I know they're all going to be in the same place, so they all should hang level when I go to hang them, or when Chris goes to hang them, because Chris is taking them to Snape to hang the exhibition. So again, screw those two in there. Oops. Cool. One side of the stretcher bar wood frame is a bit harder than the other, so I'm probably going into a knot. Okay. So I've got my picture hanging wire. I'm going to roughly cut with my wire snips. There we go. So the type of knot that I do, I'll bring you a little bit closer. Tilt you down, squeeze the thumb over the camera. So the type of knot I do is underneath, round and underneath, back through, and back through the loop there. Then I get some long nose pliers, give it a tug, until it pulls tight through. Same the other side. Pull it tight, round, underneath, through, pull it tight. That's it. And once I'm happy with that, just run it around the wire. Chop the ends off. Job done. So I'm going to put you back over there now. So I hope you forgive the movement and everything, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is, how quick it is to do a canvas all ready to hang. That looks tidy, clean, and ready for exhibition. So another 7 more to do, and then I'll be ready for delivery this evening after work. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found this useful. Talk to you soon.